Doshiteru Yokoso YouTube, and welcome to another battle in my Avatar Conquest series for Fall of the Samurai, the standalone Shogun 2 expansion, today against Osaka Joe on the floodplain. I am going to showcase a Imperial or modern versus traditional Shogun army battle. So this is, the game was just released and people are still sort of experimenting with builds and seeing what works and what doesn't. I've got 2 Yarikai, 4 White Bears, and my general. And my opponent here, he's got a katana contingent. He's got 3 katana samurai. He's got a couple of bow ashigaru. He's got some yari ashigaru. 1, 2, 3 yari ashigaru. And then his general, Osaka Joe. So you can see here the battle is going to start. I'm going to launch a double wedge or a double flanked cavalry attack, and at the same time I'm bringing my troops up to try and secure the farmhouse, the archery dojo, sorry. And the reason here I'm doing this is I want to either attack his general maybe, or maybe get a chance to attack one of his bow units. So I'm going to strike at his light cavalry here, which does have a better charge bonus than my Yariki. But that does not matter, because over here I'm going to charge at one of his katana units, bringing them down. My cav wasn't really going to be much helpful in this battle, mainly because he has a lot of spears. So I'm using this cav for distraction, and then here comes the other one. My Yariki actually do better than the light cav, and the reason they did better is because they have higher morale, attack, and defense stats. My opponent's still chasing me with his melee general here, and you can tell that because he's got 40 men. He's going to be chasing my cav and going into the trees, but now I have got my own men in position right where I want them, between the archery dojo and the sword dojo. And now with some cav engagement going on here, I'm going to try and dwindle his general down as much as I can. But over here, my line infantry is going to open fire on this very poor katana samurai unit here. And this katana samurai unit running alone towards all these guys is not a smart idea. And you can see they're going to be brought down to 50 men and going to rout instantly. At the same time here, he's going to bring in some spear support, but I'm happy with what my cav did. They did some damage. They got his army all bundled up and confused, and they brought his general down to 13, so this means a couple of volleys will pretty much kill him. So now my opponent going for, I think, trying to get the security of the trees, and what I'm going to do here is, in a minute, I'm going to peel off on my right flank and start positioning it here. And maybe I think I do pull my left flank a little bit back, just to sort of form a nice little surround on my enemy. But you can see here, these units here still firing at that one poor katana samurai unit that just got absolutely decimated. And here you go, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I pulled this flank back, and I'm now preparing to bring this own flank up. So at this stage, some people might say, well, it's just sort of still in the balance. I mean, he's got a lot of bows, 2 bow units, almost fully, no, they're full. They haven't been hit at all. He's got a lot of infantry units, so if he just rushes forward, he might have a chance now, but I wasn't gonna just let him do that. So I'm going to bring my general here and support these 2 guys, because they're going to need the most support here. This is where the blunt of the attack is gonna happen, and I was hoping that I could flank with the rest of my guys. So here we go. I am getting shot at by bows, but I am in the trees, so I'm not really losing too many men. And my guys are doing they're dancing in a glorious manner. And now they're gonna run forward and going to start unloading their own shots at these bow units. At the same time, my opponent is moving in from the side, trying to get the flank attack, which is very, very smart. You'd never want to attack a line right from the front. He's going to start firing here, but my guys are going to be able to get some shots, and I am going to pull back, I think just in time. And you can see, yeah, I am going to pull them back, and I see an opening with my general. His bows are unprotected, and there goes Matsuda Kagemaru, takes a shot with his pistol, and is going to smack right into these bow ashigaru. Now the bows are both in a wavering state. His right flank is pushing me very hard, but I'm not gonna let my units get caught in battle. I'm just spamming attacks here, spamming them to run away, and I'm going to position my own line infantry accordingly. Now my general did a great job in eliminating both those bow units. He's gonna keep taking shots with his pistol, and he's gonna get the heck out of there, because that's not a place he wants to be with all those spear units coming in. And now you can see I'm pulling my opponent's army outside of the trees, lining up my line infantry really well, and this is what you gotta do. You can't let a traditional army close you down, because if they do in the forests, your own unit aren't going to be able to support. So you can see one unit falls back, one unit covers, and so on and so forth. One unit goes this way, one unit goes that way, and you can see then their guys will sort of have trouble. I do the same thing here in a minute. You can see that my infantry, see, I'm moving my general to shoot at the backs of these katanas, and again, I shoot and I withdraw and reline. That's what you always gotta do. You gotta give yourself time to reload. Otherwise, when these units close down on you, you don't have much of a chance. So here, taking shots into the backs of these guys, and now that these guys took their shots, I'm gonna turn them around. They're gonna start reloading, and I'm going to flip these guys into melee attack mode. And here comes my own general. We're gonna slam into the back of that katana samurai unit, and they're going to be out of the fight. And look at this here. I build up a nice concave, taking shots into the enemy, and I'm gonna actually let them hit me here, put my guys into guard mode, just because these guys are tired, they're wavering, and they're Yari-Yashigaru, so they're not going to be doing too much damage. And if you look at the stats, I actually have more attack and defense than they do right now because of the sword dojo and because of the decent stats of the white bear infantry. He's doing the same thing here with katana samurai. Katana samurai are going to give me a little bit of trouble, but I'm going to move my general in and start concaving yet again. And you can see realigning my troops. His troops keep routing and coming back. I would have liked to take those bow ashigaru out of the picture a little bit earlier, but that's not going to happen. And now look at this. A white bear infantry is holding against a katana samurai and a Yari-Yashigaru at the same time. I've put them into melee mode now, so all of them are fighting and engaged in that fight. And I'm just going to unload here with the side of my white bear infantry. And now I'm going to continue pushing forward into the trees here. My opponent's general staying far away from the fight because I think he will have a negative morale effect if he gets close to the musket fire. So again, lining my troops up, and you can see I'm pulling this unit, allowing this unit some time to reload and reline up, and then we fire at them. And he's using his bows, trying to get some shots. I'm using my own general to get rid of his bows. And now over here, he's going to try and charge me with his general. Will his general be able to make it, or will I be able to take a second shot? Oh! He got right in before I was able to reload. But at this point, the rest of his army has been surrounded, cut into pieces, divide and conquer. And I still have 4 of my white bear infantry. So in a map like this with a lot of open space, some trees, and good use of cav, an imperial or modern army really does excel against a traditional army. A good game to my opponent, Osaka Joe. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Be sure to leave a comment if you have any question or concerns. I'll try to get to them as fast as I can. Leave a like on the video. If you think it deserves a favor, definitely do that. It does help the channel grow and keeps me motivated. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.